What if I told you there's a silent threat to your EV's battery, and you might be helping it along every single day without even knowing it? It's a common habit that feels harmless, but over time it can chip away at your battery's life and shave thousands of dollars off your car's value. So many owners think they're doing the right thing by following the common wisdom of EV charging. But here's the good news. There's a simple, once-a-month trick that can make a huge difference. It's a charging habit that recalibrates your car's brain for maximum longevity and a pinpoint-accurate range estimate. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what it is, why it works, and how it can save you from the single biggest headache of EV ownership, a worn-out battery. For years, the golden rule of EV ownership has been drilled into our heads. Never, ever charge your battery to 100%. You see this advice everywhere, from forums to Facebook groups. The consensus is to live in that cozy 20 to 80% state of charge window to protect your battery. And for daily driving, this is absolutely sound advice. Holding your battery at a very high or very low voltage puts a strain on the lithium-ion cells, which speeds up the chemical degradation that slowly robs you of range. But here's the catch. What if that well-intentioned advice is dangerously incomplete? What if by strictly avoiding a full charge, you are unknowingly confusing the very system designed to protect your battery? This is where we need to talk about the unsung hero of your car, the Battery Management System, or BMS. Think of the BMS as the brain of your battery pack. It's a tiny, powerful computer with one of the most important jobs in the vehicle. It monitors the health of all the individual battery cells, balances the voltage between them, prevents overcharging, and, most importantly for you, it calculates your state of charge. That percentage you see on your dashboard, that's not a direct measurement, it's a sophisticated guess made by the BMS. And just like any system that relies on estimation, it can lose its way over time. Imagine a fuel gauge in a gas car that never gets to see a full or an empty tank. If you only ever put $10 of gas in at a time, the sensor might start to drift. It loses its reference points for what full and empty really are. Your EV's BMS is the same. If it only ever sees that middle 20 to 80% zone, its reference points for 0% and 100% get blurry. This is called calibration drift. The result is that range number on your dash becomes less and less reliable. You might think you have 40 miles left when you really only have 20. This isn't just an annoyance, it can lead to inefficient charging and uneven wear on the cells, which helps speed up degradation. So, how do we fix this? How do we resync the car's brain with the battery's reality? This brings us to a simple monthly habit that is essential for some EVs and nearly all of them, the battery calibration charge. The secret is to intentionally charge to 100% about once a month. I know, this probably goes against everything you've been told, but this isn't about daily charging. This is a specific periodic maintenance step. Charging to 100% allows the BMS to see the absolute upper voltage limit of the battery pack. It's like hitting a reset button, giving the system a perfect, undeniable reference for full. This lets it rebalance the cells and recalibrate its guessing game, ensuring the percentage you see is as accurate as possible. Don't just take my word for it. Tesla is very direct about this for their cars equipped with LFP batteries, recommending a 100% charge at least once a month. Why? Because they know without this regular calibration, drivers can see inaccurate range estimates. While Ford doesn't have a formal public guide for the Mach-E, this same method of charging to 100% is a widely known practice in the community and among technicians to resolve BMS errors. The key takeaway is this: the 20 to 80% rule is for protecting the battery from daily stress, but the monthly 100% charge is for preserving the battery's brain. Both are critical for long-term health. Now, you might be asking, why does Tesla recommend this monthly for some cars, but for others the advice is just to avoid 100%? The answer is all about your battery's chemistry. And this is where a little knowledge goes a long way. Most EVs today use one of two main types of lithium-ion batteries, NMC, or nickel manganese cobalt, which has been the go-to chemistry for years, especially in longer-range EVs. They pack a lot of energy into a small space, but they're more sensitive to the stress of being held at 100%. The original advice to stay between 20 and 80% came from the characteristics of these NMC batteries. But there's another player that's getting incredibly popular, LFP, or lithium phosphate. You'll find these in standard range models from automakers like Tesla and Ford. They're less expensive and more durable. But here's the crucial difference for our topic. LFP batteries have a very flat voltage curve. This means the battery's voltage stays almost the same whether it's 90% full or 30% full. For the BMS, which uses voltage to estimate the charge level, this is a nightmare. It's like trying to guess how much water is in a perfectly straight-sided tube. It's hard to tell the difference between 80% and 30% just by glancing at it. This is exactly why cars with LFP batteries need that regular 100% charge. Hitting that full mark is the only reliable way for the BMS to get its bearings and recalibrate its guessing game, ensuring the percentage you see is as accurate as possible. Ready to give your EV's brain the reset it deserves? Here's a simple step-by-step process for a perfect battery calibration. First, you don't need to be super strict about the timing. Once a month is a great rule of thumb. For a more thorough calibration, some owners like to run the battery down below 20% first. This gives the BMS a chance to see both the low and high voltage points. However, this isn't a required step, as the main goal is simply to let the BMS find the true 100% point. Second, when you charge, use a level 2 AC charger, like you'd have at home. Try to avoid a DC fast charger for this. The goal here isn't speed, it's accuracy. A slower, gentler charge creates less heat and gives the BMS more time to balance the voltage across all the cells as it nears the top. Third, set your charge limit to 100% and let it go all the way. Once your car says it's at 100%, leave it plugged in. This is a critical step. For the next hour or two, the car may still be drawing a tiny bit of power. This is the cell balancing phase, where the BMS is carefully topping off individual cells to make sure they're all perfectly aligned. Let the car sit and do its thing. Finally, after it's been at 100% for an hour or so, you can unplug it. It's best not to let an NMC battery sit at 100% for days, so a great time to do this is the night before you know you'll be driving. After that, you can go right back to your daily charging routine, setting your limit back to 80% or whatever you prefer. If this simple guide just helped you understand your EV better, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel and lets me know I'm on the right track. And that's really all there is to it. The secret isn't some expensive product or complicated tool. It's just a simple, intentional habit. By taking the time once a month to do a full calibration charge, you're doing 3 incredibly valuable things for your car. First, you're getting rid of range anxiety caused by a faulty gauge. You'll be able to trust your car's predictions and plan your trips with confidence. Second, you're promoting a healthier, more balanced battery. A well-balanced pack wears more evenly, which is key to slowing down long-term degradation. And third, you're protecting the value of your investment. A healthy battery is the single most important factor in an EV's resale value. This small step is a direct investment in your car's future worth. To recap, the problem is that without seeing a full charge, your car's battery management system gets confused. The solution is a deliberate monthly 100% charge to recalibrate the system and balance the cells. And the benefit is a longer-lasting battery, a more accurate range estimate, and total peace of mind. I'd love to hear from you. What EV are you driving, and do you know if it has an LFP or NMC battery? Have you ever noticed your range estimate seeming a little off? Let me know in the comments below. Let's share our experiences and learn from each other. Thanks for watching.